drama of plant life starts with the seed, but that's only the beginning. From seeds grow plants, the Earth's own factories, providing us with grains, fruits, and vegetables. Long ago, people gathered their food from wherever they could find it. Today's farmers grow their own crops in many different environments. But some of these environments present difficult challenges, so it's important that we work with the land and listen. Of the desert is quite the opposite. Here, the burning sun evaporates water faster than nature can supply it. With scorching heat and winding sandstorms, can the desert ever support our crops? Hard work, skill, and dedication, the prairie was transformed. Generations of family farmers learned to work with their land and together grew the crops that would feed the nation. Let's look back now at the pioneering achievements of the early American farmers. Today's farmers are still listening to and learning from the land. Research continues to give us better plant and animal production, as well as new insight into matching the right crops with the right environments. We now have better machines, seeds, fertilizers, and pest management. This technology enables us to produce more food per acre. But if we are to meet the needs of the future, crop selection is critical if farming is to succeed. Here at our simulated tropical farm, coconuts are intercropped with cacao. Intercropping means the growing of 2 or more crops together to produce more food in less space. Tropical farms offer plenty of rainfall, strong sunshine, and mild temperatures year-round. Plants like sugarcane, papayas, bananas, and rice thrive in these conditions. Rice is one of 3 plants that supplies nearly 80% of the world's food. It's an excellent grain to grow here because it does well in different tropical terrains, flooded areas, mountainsides, and rocky terraces like these. Other plants that do well in the tropics are pineapples, loofah gourd, cassava, and mung bean. The many thousands of plants growing in the tropical rainforest could yield rich new crops for the future. That's why we must continue to study the tropics carefully to conserve these resources and learn to use them wisely. Tons of seafood crops. We select fish that will eat prepared food and are comfortable in crowded conditions. For these reasons, tilapia is one of the best fish species for aquaculture. For conservation purposes, we recondition our water by removing waste and adding oxygen. This technology allows us to raise fish in the harshest climates, even the sun-parched desert. Remember the hot, barren desert and the desert. For example, fast-growing Lucena trees provide shade and are a renewable source of wood. By planting drought-resistant crops like sorghum, we retain valuable topsoil and grow important cereal and cattle feeds. This is a production greenhouse for our Walt Disney World restaurants. We don't supply everything our guests eat, but in this small space we can harvest tons of food. By controlling conditions, we're able to use some unusual growing methods, like vertical growing. This saves space and makes plants easier to inspect for pests and disease. We also grow crops without soil. It's called hydroponics. The nutrients normally found in soil are dissolved in water and delivered to the plants. Here you see lettuce floating on top of this hydroponic solution. Each year, pests ruin nearly 1/3 of all crops worldwide. What can we do about this problem using the land's natural pest controls? Here at Epcot, we use integrated pest management, or the use of several different pest controls simultaneously. For example, we released ladybugs in our growing areas. Ladybugs eat aphids, one of our most troublesome pests. We also rotate our crops to avoid seasonal problems and plant disease-resistant varieties of peppers and tomatoes. As we move into the future, we will continue to rely on traditional farms, but we'll use new methods of agriculture too. Methods we're studying here at Epcot Center. With them, we're pioneering space agriculture. For thousands of years, farmers have tried to breed superior crops. Now we're taking the process a step further by working with the genetic materials inside plants. As we approach our dock area, please keep hands and feet well inside the boat, and please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop beyond